once again to another week for your La Liga predictions. I hope you had a wonderful game week last week and you reaped much success. This week we're going to start with, just going to jump straight into it. We're going to start with Girona versus Real Valladolid. Excuse me for my awful pronunciations of these team names. I am not good at Spanish. I've always struggled. Anyways, let's get back to the predictions. Alright then. So what I'll be sharing with you, I'll be sharing with you the match winner, my expected match winner, and for some of the games I'll be giving, all the games I'll be giving you my predicted correct score, and also sometimes I might give you other bets. I might give you some combination bets in terms of both teams to score and one, and let's say Atletico to win, something like that. Alright then, so let's get straight into this. And for Girona versus Real Valladolid, Girona being at home, I'm expecting Girona to win here. And also, let us just jump Girona to win. And in terms of the scoreline, I would say that I'm expecting Girona to win this game 2-1. So as a combination bet, I would go with either Girona or Real Valladolid to win and both teams to score. Yes, in terms of if you don't want to put the correct score, you can always go ahead and select for Girona to win on the handicap system by a goal. Alright, you could do that. Alright, so if you don't want to go with the correct score, that is. The choice is yours. Alright, so therefore my predictions for the Girona versus Real Valladolid game, I'm expecting Girona to win, as you can see here. And in terms of the predicted score, I'm saying it should be 2-1 in favor of Girona. Otherwise, this game might end in a draw, but my combination that would be either team to win and both to score. On the handicap system, I'd go with Girona to win by a goal. Alright, so we're going to jump straight to our next match, which is Rayo Vallecano versus Valencia. Valencia had a lovely win over the last game week, 5-1 at home. Yes, that's the Valencia maybe 3-4 years ago. So that's good for them. And so therefore now, in terms of predictions for this game, Rayo versus Valencia, I have here, I'm expecting both teams to score in this one. Let's say both teams to score, yes. In terms of result, I would go with I'm gonna go with combination here, Rayo or Valencia to win on both teams to score, yes. In terms of predicted scoreline, I will go ahead and say I'm expecting here that this game should end 2-1 in favor of Valencia. Otherwise, I think it might be a draw. So if you don't want to bet the correct score, you can always go on the handicap system, and I would bet for Valencia to win by a goal. Alright, so my predictions for the Rayo versus Valencia game, I'm expecting both teams to score. In terms of a combination, I would say Rayo or Valencia to win and both teams to score. My predicted scoreline for this game is 2-1 in favor of Valencia. Otherwise, I think it might end in a 1-1 draw. In terms of a handicap system, I'd go ahead and bet for Valencia to win by a goal. And remember, folks, these predictions, you don't have to take all of them from one game. You can pick one of the predictions that I've placed here, and then you pick another one from another game, and you come up with about 3 or 4 or 5, and then you put your money on that. Try not to have more than 5 predictions on your slip. Alright, less predictions on your slip, the easier for you to win. Alright, so we're going to go straight to our next game, which is Espanyol versus Sevilla. Espanyol being at home here. Espanyol had a win away in the last game, a 1-0 win. That is, I expect that game to end in a draw, but they won it 1-0. And so in terms of my prediction for this game, Sevilla versus Espanyol being the home team. Sevilla after a slight, I would say, slowish start. I'm expecting them to pick up pace sooner rather than later. And so therefore things should get better for them. In terms of both teams to score, I'd say no. In terms of double chance, I would go ahead and I would say either team to win and both not to score. My predicted scoreline for this game, I am saying this should be 1-1. So my predictions for the Espanyol versus Sevilla game, I'm expecting that both teams not to score. In terms of a double chance, I'd say Espanyol or Sevilla to win and both teams not to score. My predicted scoreline is 1-1. In terms of goals, I'd say I'd expect 1.5 goals for this match. Alright, 1.5 goals for this match. So let's see what's next on Saturday. On Saturday, we now have Cadiz at home versus Barcelona. The Cadiz, they look like they're on a mission to head out of La Liga this season. They haven't started well and they are not looking very well. But they should improve over time, I hope. And them facing Barcelona this time around. Barcelona have a very good squad nowadays, doing very well, but they'll be playing. But they will be taking part in the Champions League this week. And so therefore that might have a bearing on this result. This might end in a draw, who knows. But for me, I am going to go with Barcelona to win. Both teams to score, I'm going to say yes. And in terms of a double chance, I would say both teams to score and either to win. My predicted scoreline for this one, I think it's going to be close, and I'm going to say it's going to be 2-1 in favor of Barcelona. And the reason why I'm saying 2-1 is because this week is Champions League week. I think it might have a bearing on the result of this game. Cadiz usually are very good at home, and they could eke out a draw if Barcelona is not careful. Alright, if you don't want to play the correct score, you can always go on the handicap system and bet for Barcelona to win by a goal. Alright, in terms of my predictions for the Cadiz versus Barcelona game, again, I have Barcelona to win, have both teams to score. In terms of a double chance, I'd say either teams to win and both to score. My predicted scoreline is 2-1 in favor of Barcelona, and on the handicap system, I have Barcelona winning by a goal, so that's -1. Alright, so our next game is Atletico Madrid versus Celta de Vigo, and this one will be at the Metropolitano. Alright, and my predictions for this game is that I'm expecting here Atletico Madrid will also be playing the Champions League as well, and that might have a bearing on their game as well. I wouldn't be surprised. But for this game, I'm going to go ahead and say in terms of goals, I'm expecting under 3.5, which means 5 goals for this game. In terms of the result, I would say here, my result here, I'm going to go with in terms of my double chances, I'm going to go with let's see here, either team to win and both to score. Mind you, for this game, I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. Alright. So again, in terms of other things that you can do here, as I say, you could either go with this double chance, a draw, and over 1.5 goals. You could go with that. That's another combination again. Alright, so these are my predictions for this game. Well, Sergeant Levous for the knocking. They're doing some construction next door. My humblest apologies. Alright then, so again, my predictions for the Atletico versus Celta de Vigo game. I'm expecting this game to have under 3.5 goals. In terms of the combination, I'll go with Atletico Madrid or Celta de Vigo to win and both teams to score. My predicted scoreline for this game is 1-1. And also, if you want to get up another combination, I would say a draw and over 1.5 goals. Alright, so those are my predictions for the Atletico versus Celta de Vigo game. So we're going to jump straight to Sunday, and it starts with Real Madrid at home versus Mallorca. And Real Madrid will be playing in the Champions League this week as well. One wonders how much that is going to have an effect on this game on Sunday. So let's see my predictions for this game. I'm expecting Real Madrid to win. Both teams to score, I would say yes. In terms of a double chance, I would say Real Madrid and Mallorca to win, and both teams to score, yes. My predicted scoreline for this one, I am saying 2-1 in favor of Real Madrid. And remember, if you don't want to bet the correct score, you can always go on the handicap system and bet for Real Madrid to win by a goal. You're gonna get maybe $1 something, $1.61. Alright, so my predictions for this game is that Real Madrid should win. I'm expecting both teams to score. In terms of a double chance, I would say Real Madrid or Mallorca to win and both teams to score, yes. My predicted scoreline is 2-1 in favor of Real Madrid, or 2-0 if you don't get 2-1, and that's because it's Champions League, that is. And also, if you don't want to bet the correct score, you can go in the handicap system and bet for Real Madrid to win by a goal. Alright? So let's jump along to our next game here, which is Elche versus Atleti. Elche lost their last game. Their last game, that is. Sorry. I think that they played away in the last game. Lost it convincingly, as a matter of fact. And for this one, they'll be at home. And I'm expecting this one to end in a draw, to be honest with you. Both teams to score, yes. In terms of a double chance, I will go ahead and I would say Atletico Bilbao to win and both to score. My predicted scoreline for this game, I'm expecting 2 goals apiece here. Alright. And otherwise it's 1-1. For me, if you want to do another double chance, I would go ahead and I'd say for this game I'll go ahead and say either team to win. Double chance is not working out for me here. Just not. Alright, I'm gonna say Elche Bilbao to win on either team on the 2.5 goal. That's what I do. So again, my predictions for the Elche versus Athletic Bilbao. I expect this game to end in a draw. I'm expecting both teams to score. My combination bet, Elche or Athletic Bilbao to win and both teams to score, yes. My predicted scoreline is 2-2, and also another combination bet here. You could go with Elche or Athletic Bilbao to win and under 2.5 goals. Alright, so those are my predictions for the Elche versus Atletico Bilbao game. We're going to jump straight to our next game, Getafe versus Real Sociedad. It's an ultimate game on Sunday. Getafe being at home here, playing against Real Sociedad. Sociedad had a great result last time out. And so for this game, I'm expecting both teams to score. In terms of another double chance, I would say either team to win and over 2 point, either team to win and both to score. Yes, that's going to be over 2.5. Yes, so you could do that bit as well. In terms of my prediction for correct this game, I would say that this one is going to go. This one is going to end. This one is going to end 1-1, I believe. Otherwise, it's one of them is going to win by the out goal in 3, I believe. In terms of handicap, you can always go on the handicap system and bet. Well, with the handicap system, you can go on the handicap system. If you're going to get in the handicap system, I suggest you take Real Sociedad to win by a goal, which is $4.20, or Getafe to win by a goal, which is $9. Alright, so either way you want to take it. Alright, so again, my predictions for this game is that Getafe versus Real Sociedad, I'm expecting both teams to score. In terms of a combination bet, I would say Getafe versus Real Sociedad, and with Getafe, not Getafe or Real Sociedad to win. Sorry, gentle folks. And both teams to score. You're getting $3.60 for that. And my predicted scoreline for this game is 1 goal apiece. 1 for Getafe, 1 for Real Sociedad. And so we're going to jump right along into our next game, which is we're listing here, and that game is Real Betis versus Villarreal. Villarreal, expecting them to do well in La Liga this season, and expecting them to continue to do well, and do well for the most part. They are also playing in Europe, so this might have a bearing on the result of this game as well. But I'm still expecting them to do well here. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to select both teams to score. In terms of a result, I would say either team to win and both to score. My predicted scoreline for this game is that I am expecting the Real Betis could squeeze them because they're playing in Europe, and depends on how they come back from out of Europe, then this might be an interesting clash. Alright, I'd say also in terms of the handicap system, I would go with the handicap system. I already have Villarreal to win by a goal. If you want to do another combination, I would say either team to win and under 4.5 goals. Alright, so my predictions for the Real Betis versus Villarreal game. Real Betis being the home team, I'm expecting both teams to score. In terms of a double chance combination bet, I would say Real Betis or Villarreal to win and both teams to score, yeah. My predicted scoreline is 2-1 in favor of Real Betis. On the handicap system, I'd go with Villarreal to win by a goal. And also, if you want to do another combination bet, you can say Real Betis or the Villarreal to win and under 4.5 goals. You're getting $1.60 for that. Alright. And so let's tug right along to our final game for the game week, which is on Monday, and this is Almeria versus Osasuna. Osasuna won their game, last game, that game was at home and they won it. But they'll be going to Almeria. Almeria seem to be doing fair enough at home. They're managing themselves well at home, managing themselves well enough. So this one should be an interesting battle. And so therefore, in terms of predictions for this game, I am looking at this game and I'm saying that we're going to have under 3.5 here. Expecting over 1.5 goals, but I don't think we're going to get past 3.5. And so, yeah, looking straight into it, this game is going to be an interesting one. It should be close, I believe. Anybody's game, to be honest. I think, based on how Almeria opened the season at home, should be anybody's game. And so, in terms of a double chance, in terms of a double combination, I would say either team to win and both to score, yeah. Neither of these teams is playing in Europe, so it should be all fit and ready. In terms of predicted scoreline for this game, I would go ahead and say this one is going to be 2-2. In terms of scoreline, that is in terms of the handicap system, I would say you could go ahead and go for Almeria to win by a goal on the handicap system. Yeah, you're getting $6 for that. Alright, and so as I say, in terms of goals in this match, I'm expecting over 1.5, but it should be under 3.5. Alright, so predictions again for the Almeria versus Osasuna game. I'm starting off with a combination. I say either team to win and both to score. My predicted scoreline for this game is 12. I would go with Almeria on the handicap system to win by a goal. And I also think that we're going to have over 1.5 goals in this match. Alright, and so those are the predictions for the Almeria versus Osasuna game. And as I always say, whenever you're making the betting slips, just ensure that you either put 3 to 5 or less games per slip. And also try to mix and match your predictions. Don't take all your predictions from one match, or in some cases one league. You can maybe pick up your best 3 predictions you think that hey, these are really going to work this week, and pick those best 3, or you can pick the best 5 up to it. You know what I mean? So that's how you do it. And as I say, I wish you all the success. Continue to watch these videos. Thanks for watching. Continue to share with your friends, and I hope that you're enjoying these videos. Subscribe, like, and thank you very much. Have a great rest of the day and a great weekend. Thanks.